Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Not the Podcast. I'm your host, Patriot, and today we are doing something very different. We are doing a live podcast episode 1. So welcome everybody. If you are new and want to see more of this kind of content, make sure you do subscribe and drop a like. We have a different setting. We're not playing games. We're not doing any reaction videos. We're not doing gameplay. We're doing a podcast. So basically, this is the first ever episode. We're doing it live. Hopefully, I'll manage to do them at least once a week. I'll probably do most of them live, but if I am away, I will be releasing episodes in advance, pre-recorded. So let's start off by what I'll be covering in this podcast. I'll be talking about why I'm leaving, when I'm leaving, and where I'm leaving. So I'll be talking about that in a second, and we'll also do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, make sure to drop them below. I'll be doing themed podcasts in the future regarding football, FIFA, gaming, and anything in particular that you want me to talk about. So this one's just a general welcome podcast. Hopefully it'll be half an hour to an hour long. I might get some guests on in the future, including other YouTubers, my friends, maybe some professionals. And by professionals, I don't mean like anyone big or special. So welcome everybody. I'm gonna look at the chat for a second. I see a lot of you in the chat right now. Hello Kai, hello Dylan, hello LFC. What's up everybody? Make sure you drop a like for me if you want to see more of this type of content. Let me know what you think of the setup. Let me know what you think of my background. In the future, if this podcast ends up doing well, I'll definitely do a setup with a table, with multiple microphones and multiple guests. Right now we've got my typical gaming setup with a camera on me. So if you've got any questions, drop them down below and I will be answering them later on. And hey everybody, how's it going boys? Hope you're doing well. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like if you're enjoying, like I said, and let's get right into when I'm leaving, where I'm leaving, and why I'm leaving. So to keep it short, I'm going to Poland, right? I'm actually going by car. My dad's picking me up, and we're traveling down to see family, pretty much. We're traveling down to see family. I'm leaving on the 19th, so that's 5 days. 5 days until I leave. I haven't packed yet, and I'm pretty much all I'm doing is pre-recording videos and episodes for when I'm gone. There will be daily videos and episodes, such as gaming, like Minecraft, maybe another podcast, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Let me know if there's anything you want me to record in particular. I'll also do memberships. Yo, what's up? Apparently we have 2 memberships gone. We took a hard hit. We lost Mexican and we lost Harry from our memberships. That's a shame. But anyway, if you do want to become a member, I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. You get custom badges, emojis, special perks. I'll follow you on Twitter, and priority game access. So you do want to become a member. You don't want to be missing out. Sup bro, so creepers, sup everybody. How's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing well. Like I said, I'm going to be gone for 10 days, which I haven't mentioned already. I'm going to be gone for 10 days from the 19th to the 29th, and I will do some live vlogs in Poland. Pretty much I'm going to the south to see my grandpa, then rest of my family in the north. The weather's absolutely stunning there, so I'll probably catch a tan. I'll enjoy myself, but I am going by car, which is going to be a 24-hour journey. We are going by a car. We're going on a car on a ferry as well, yeah, to cross the sea from the UK to France, probably. Live streams in Poland, damn straight. Mexican says, makes no sense, my mind is gone. Don't worry lads, if you can't renew your membership or something happened, hopefully you get it resolved. But yeah, today we'll be covering the topic of why I'm leaving, which I haven't really gotten into, have I? Darok says, must be rich. Bro, you're forever on holiday. Mate, I wish I was rich. My family just, you know, my dad's like, yo, we're going to Poland, you coming? I was like, yeah, do you know what? I haven't been in Poland in a while, and I'm really looking forward to it. Do I have Insta? No, but you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm prepared to stream. I've got myself a Red Bull. This podcast is not sponsored by Red Bull. So, hopefully, Red Bull hit me up. If you have any questions for me, drop them down below. I'm ready to answer them. What inch is my LG TV? 32, I think. It's a basic TV, nothing special. You know, just watch Netflix on it, play on the Wii, whatever. Good question. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited to go. I really am. I'd love to see my family, my friends, enjoy the weather. There's some really nice places to go, like Krakow and all that. But then again, I will miss daily streaming. I've gotten into it. I don't want to be letting anyone down. And hopefully, as soon as I'm back, I'll be back on top of it. 2-3 streams a day. I've got a lot going on in my life. If you have any questions, I'll happily talk about them. So Creeper says, this is not a podcast, it's a podcast. Look, welcome to Not a Podcast. Don't let the title deceive you. I couldn't think of a title, so I made that up. Alright, hopefully I'll manage to do this weekly. We'll see if we can get any guests on, if we can actually get a subject. What is that cat behind you called? What cat, mate? I don't have a cat behind me. I play on the Wii. I actually love the Wii, one of the best consoles ever. It's one of the best consoles ever, I'm not gonna lie, and it's absolutely boiling in the UK. Let me know how you're enjoying the sun, let me know how you're enjoying the weather. A lot of you want me to do pro clubs later and you're asking me if I will, and I'm thinking I'm gonna... Yo, what's up? We have Mexican new member who's actually an old member, but he renewed his membership. Let's go, boys. Shout out to Mexi. He's a top mod and a member, obviously. That really distracted me, but I'm not gonna lie. That really distracted me. I'm not focused enough to do podcasts, especially if they're live, you know, with all the live chat. I really like to keep up with what's going on. I don't know, that's just something about me and this YouTube channel. You all know me pretty well by now, or at least my YouTube personality. I'm a bit different in person, probably. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I do like to keep up with the chat, with what's going on, and with all the comments, so I don't usually leave them unattended. Alright, there's a cat behind you by your TV. I don't have a cat by me, mate. I think I'd know my room. You on about that pug over there, mate? This pug over there. That's what my girlfriend got me. I don't have a cat, though. My parents have cats. Mexican saying, don't understand why it cancelled. No worries, mate. Don't know why it cancelled. Mate, that's a pug. A pug is a dog, not a cat. And I've got a little monkey there. So yeah, that's what my girlfriend got me. Love my plushies. You got trolled, says Harry. Yeah, trolled. Repping the merch today, lads. Repping the merch. Got the Patriot logo and the Patriot hat on. Do you know what? I'm loving it. I'm loving the merch. I know you guys want it re-released, and I'll have to do that at some point in the future. How did you get a girlfriend, says Siege? I've got no clue, mate. I've got no clue how I got myself a girlfriend. I don't deserve one, do I? Alrighty, lads. Listen now. Can we please get a Q&A going? If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. Obviously, if they're reasonable questions. If we get any bad questions, I'll ignore them. But if you do actually have any genuine questions regarding me, my interests, my hobbies, my life, my past, you know, my school, what lessons I did, what subjects I took, what I enjoy. If you want anything, if there's anything you want to know about me, now's a good question now's a good time to ask. When is the merch out? Now that's a good question because I've got no answer for that. I wanted to release the merch for 1.5k, but if I'm being honest, it's a complicated process. It's expensive to make. It's hard to know how many I'll need to get. So if I do release merch, it'll have to be a pre-order thing. So if you guys do want merch, you'll have to pre-order it. Meaning that you pay me the money up front, and you'd have to wait a week or two for it to get printed and sent out, because I don't know how much I will be, you know, needing to print and send out. Can you whack yourself in the ass? No, I can't actually. Can't reach. What's happening? Hello, Jacob. We're doing a podcast, mate. Harry says, I didn't see the pug. I was just seeing if you turn around, said Harry. Sweet, man. Good for you. Where are you going on holiday again? Okay, so basically, my dad's driving down to Poland. If you don't know, I am from Poland. I was born there. I moved to the UK at the age of 6, and I've lived here my whole life, pretty much. So you could say I'm half and half Polish. I am a UK citizen, I guess. I am a British citizen, which is cool. I like living here. Sure, why not? I do enjoy living here. I like living in Swansea, and I'm not gonna lie, got friends here, got a girlfriend here, and it's pretty decent. And what I was going on to is I'm going to Poland. My dad is going down with my family. We pretty much just want to see the rest of the family, my grandparents, my uncles, see what they're up to. You know, the weather's great there. We want to go see some places. I'm going to go to the south first off, around Krakow, Katowice. If any of you have been there, shout out to you, absolute legends. And then we're going up north to Gdańsk, which is a beautiful tourist attraction. That's where the rest of my family live. And my dad's planning to go back home and take my grandpa with him for, you know, a holiday or whatever, which is pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I'm going to be gone for 10 days from the 19th to the 29th, but I will be working my ass off over the next 4 or 5 days to get you daily videos, including a Minecraft series, probably some Red Dead and some FIFA videos. So let me know what you want. Hopefully I'll get a theme for a podcast and maybe a guest on. If you do want me to do a podcast with any YouTuber, let me know who you've got in mind. I'll look at the questions now. Mexican says, sounds like it will be a good time. Yeah. Poland is broke, Dylan. Everyone is running away to the UK. That's actually not true, Davrock. That's actually not true, my man. I'm going to have to call you out there. A lot of people would obviously move out from Poland. They'd want to get a new life, a different life. Obviously, most likely go in America, maybe UK, maybe Germany for a better pay, a new lifestyle and all that stuff. But right now, there's a record number of Polish people going back to Poland. Rather than leaving, they're coming back and going back to their roots, which is pretty cool. I can respect that, you know. For the first time in a long time, people are actually going back. Oh, what's up, Bradley? Ace says, how did you get into football? Who was your favorite footballer in the Premier League? I love that question, Ace. If you have any questions, drop them below. So basically, I never really liked football as a kid. I never really liked football. I was the type of kid who'd play on his computer, play like mini clip, you know, those kind of 2D games you'd get for free on websites, and I'd play some good games as well, like Tomb Raider and all that stuff, and racing games and all that. But I never had a console. The first console I ever had was a Wii. But what I'm getting to, I never liked footy, but everyone in the UK plays football. Even if you hate it, you're going to end up playing it on the yard during your lunch break, going out with your mates, and the more I played it, the more I enjoyed it, and I started to fall in love with the football. I just realized that it's more than kicking a ball, you know. The feeling you get when you score a goal, or you get an assist, or you nutmeg someone is incredible. And I've always supported Man United. Man United have been the first team I've ever started supporting, and Wayne Rooney was probably the man for me. My hero, the guy that inspired me from the Premier League, along with Ronaldo. You know, I started supporting Man United like a year before Ronaldo left, and yeah, I've supported Man United ever since. And since moving to Swansea, I've also supported Swansea City locally, but then again, with the way they've been going with the owners and the decisions they've been making and draining money at the club, it's hard for me to support them. So I'm not a fake plastic fan, I wouldn't say that at all. But yeah. Red Bull is bad for you, says Dylan. It's really not. It's really good for you, trust me. Red Bull sponsor me, bro. Red Bull. Anyone at Red Bull watching this, I drink too much of this, and it's a really good product, and I rate it over any other energy drink. So if we ever get a Red Bull sponsorship, that'll be my dream deal. My dream sponsorship would be a Red Bull deal, but I do love G Fuel as well. Alrighty, what's happening, everyone? Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Okay, great question by Jacob. Why did you want to do YouTube? Now, listen, this story is a good story. I've told it before on stream, but I think it's an inspiring story because I really got inspired watching YouTube. I can't remember what the first YouTuber I started watching was, but watching YouTube, I was watching Minecraft, I think, to start off. People like Captain Sparkles, man. If you guys know who he is, you know who he is. He's on like 10 million subs. He used to make Minecraft parodies, which were pretty good. Minecraft series. And I played Minecraft at the time. I still do. And I was really looking up to him. I was like, wow, this guy's playing Minecraft. He's got a series. He's got an aim. He's professional. He's aiming for something. And I enjoyed watching it. And I was like, damn, that'd be cool to do. I'd want to do that. And then finding out they he's getting paid. I was like, wow, this is a job. People get paid for playing games and posting it online. And sure, you do editing, but it seems like a dream job. I'd edit if I can. I'd make videos. And then I started watching FIFA YouTubers, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I'd watch people like Matt HD and Spencer FC and 2Sync and pretty much most of the big relevant YouTubers. KSI, obviously one of my favorite YouTubers at the time. He's gone to shit in my opinion now. He makes crap content. He's unfunny. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. I can't stand KSI, but I used to be his biggest fan. I feel like he's changed because of the money or clout, or just because he grew up and, I don't know, wanted to change his content around. But going back to my question, right? I started watching these YouTubers, and at one point, I bought myself a screen cap recorder, which would record my screen and I could edit afterwards. And I spent like 20 quid, 30 quid, I've got it for Christmas. And then I upgraded and I got a better one. I had to record Minecraft and other games without a face cam. And I was uploaded to YouTube. I'd have like channels with 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, which are long gone now. And then I'd do FIFA in the future, but FIFA was harder because you need to get an Elgato, so it was a big investment. You have to pay over 100 quid, and I just pulled the trigger on it, got an Elgato. I've had like over 10 channels in the past. Biggest channel I had was over 50, 100 subs. At one point I had a co-channel with my mate called, I'm not going to say what it was called. I'm not going to say what it was called because you guys are going to look it up. But I will be doing reaction videos of that. But yeah, I won't tell you what it's called. But me and my mate had a co-channel and it was all me. I was literally uploading every single video. I'd upload like 5-6 videos a week, 7 videos a week. He'd do one. I'd just be like, okay, bro. And we had like a 50-50 share on it, which was not fair. But yeah, what else have we got? So basically, I got inspired by a lot of YouTubers. I wanted to be as good as them. And then I realized, why aren't I doing this? I literally would go to a point where I wouldn't play a game unless I was streaming it. I'd want to do it. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm playing it. What a waste. Why am I not streaming in it? Why am I not recording it? And I moved on from recording to streaming, obviously, because I prefer to do things live. And I do like a live audience. And I do like a live chat. And I like to interact with you guys. So that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought to myself, I enjoy making YouTube videos more than watching YouTube videos. And I get more fun out of it. And I do watch some great YouTubers like True Geordie and PewDiePie and Spencer FC and Hashtag and all that. They're still entertaining and good to watch. I'm just saying I enjoy it more. Now we've got some more questions. I'm going to see if I missed any. Do you ever want to move back to Poland forever? Yes, I actually do want to move back to Poland in the future. Don't know if I will. You know, I really love Poland, and it's a great country. It's a great place. I love the history. I love the building architecture. I love the cities. I really like Poland, and I do want to move back. But then again, I'm thinking of going to America. I'm thinking of moving to America after uni and living there. Maybe, you know, going back to Poland when I start going old. I don't know. We'll see. It's a really good question. If you've got any more questions which I haven't seen, make sure to drop them. Are you not playing anything tonight? I'm not sure if I will, Bradley. I was planning to, but then again, I think it'd be better if I ended the stream in half an hour, whenever we finish this one, and then go back to recording videos, because I want to have daily uploads for you so you guys don't get bored when I'm gone. What age are you? I'm 19. Good question. Ace says, same with me. I nutmegged someone, and ever since I loved football. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's great. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Damn, Nita. God damn it. Damn Daniel. Why did I say? You know what? Forgive me. We're doing it live. No cuts here. Hey, that FIFA guy. Hey, Kwaku. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Asks Dylan. I've got no clue, mate. I've got no clue. Like, I live life in the moment, and I don't want to think about the future because, honestly, I stress about it so much. I don't know where I'm going to be in the future. And I do have plans. I'm currently in uni. I'm studying animation, so I'm hoping that in 10 years' time, I see myself living in America. Dream scenario, right? Living in America with my girlfriend. Maybe planning on starting a family because I'll be like 29. Yeah, probably have a kid or something. And working in animation entertainment industry, maybe working on movies or video games or my own project. So that'd be a dream for me. That'd be a dream. Do you see yourself doing YouTube in 10 years? Yes, I definitely see myself doing YouTube, and I'm not giving up on it for sure. Is YouTube your job? No, yes, technically, I do get paid from YouTube, yes. And I do it full time, so technically it is a job. But you know, I do like 5 hours of YouTube a day, which is let's say 35 hours a week, which is, I don't even get paid £3 a week. Let me work this out. Yeah, I get on the £5 a week on a good week, including memberships and subscriptions and super chats and ad revenue. What's your first ever video on this channel? It's a CS:GO video. I recorded some CS:GO and I try to make like a funny montage out of it, which is pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend it. This is better than a FIFA stream. It's something different. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, I'll definitely stick to doing FIFA. Don't worry. We'll be doing FIFA and Minecraft and live stream gaming and all that stuff. But I feel like once a week or once every other week, we can have a sit down where we do this thing, which is not a podcast, but it is a podcast. You should do something like this once a week. Yeah, I think we do need to catch up. Maybe talk a bit more about my personal life and what's going on with me, my plans, maybe my YouTube plans. What I'm feeling, and if you guys got any questions, you know, you can just hit me up and know what's going on, the direction of the channel, what we're doing, what I'm doing. And yeah, I think like I want to do this maybe weekly, and hopefully I do want to get guests on to talk to them and know more about them for sure. So like technically going back to the question, YouTube is my job. Yeah, I actually prefer this than Kubz, says Bradley. I really appreciate that, guys. I mean, I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, I'm happy, you know. I'd be even happy if you could drop a like and subscribe, you know. But then again, honestly, it makes me happy that you guys enjoy this kind of content. Obviously, the more podcasts and live streams I do, the more professional and it'll get better. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll get better, you know. I'll be more organized. I'll be more used to it, rather than just playing a game and not talking about anything of any importance. While doing these podcasts, we can cover important topics, maybe some, I don't know, big news, maybe some football transfers, some football gossip, some football drama, gaming, whatever. We can talk about it. We can actually have a conversation going. Are you in college? No, I am in uni, mate. I study animation. I'm a first year student, which passed, so I'm technically a second year student starting in September. I love this, and we get to know you a little bit better. Thanks, Ace. Thoughts on United agreeing a move for Maguire for 80 million? 80 million is crazy, mate. I'm not gonna lie. 80 million is crazy for Maguire. But then again, what can I say? Do you know what? If Man United are comfortable spending 80 million for Maguire, go for it. It's not my money. It's not your money. We shouldn't care. If that's what it takes to get him, even though he's not worth it, we need a centre-back, and Maguire is a good centre-back, which would strengthen our team. Sure, I'd prefer Koulibaly for 10 or 20 million more, but it's United's money. If we get a centre-back and a midfielder without losing Pogba, I'll take it. We got to look at the positive, lads. We can't always be like, oh, why are we paying 80 million for Maguire? He's worth 60 max. You're not losing 20 million though. It's United's money. If they can't spend it well, but they buy the right players, we should be happy. Like, oh yo, those dumb owners, right? Overspent for a player. We wanted and we got him anyway. Sometimes you got to do what it takes. Ace says, where will Pogba go or stay? From the start of the season, I said Pogba and De Gea are staying. So far, I am correct. We've got some time left till the transfer window closes, right? But I don't see him going. Pogba, possibly. But from the start, I said they're not going, and I'm not going to change my opinion. If Pogba goes, it'll be Real Madrid, though. The Real Fizz Plays says, bro, please stream Volta Football when FIFA 20 is out. I'm down to make thumbnails for you, bro. Well, The Real Fizz, follow me on Twitter, mate. At Patriot_FC. You'll find it in the description of the video. Hit me up, show me your work. I'll be doing FIFA 20 Volta videos for sure, man. I'll be doing, you know, daily live streams just like we are right now. I'm doing 2-3 streams a day. Also, have you got any guests planned? If so, who? I love that question, because I do want to get some guests on, and I do have some guests in my mind. You guys probably know them off YouTube. I've got one person which I've been trying to collab with. We've been talking in the DMs. He's a really cool guy. Actually, I've got 2 people in my mind, and hopefully I can get them on, maybe talk a bit more about their life and know what's going on with them, and maybe hear their YouTube story and talk about some common interests. So I do want to get some guests. I do want to get some of my mates on. I want to do like a podcast where we drink, have a chat about life, about what's going on, about football, about the randomest things ever, maybe even aliens and conspiracy theories. JS8 says, yo, what up? How you doing? Jacob, what do you think about the Area 51 raid? I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been talking about it to my mate today, and I've got so much to say about it, we could probably make a whole podcast on it, but I'll give you my opinion on it in a second. I just want to see who else is. What other questions we have in the chat? Do you know a Twitch streamer called TMK35? Never heard of him. But yeah, podcast-wise, it'll probably be my friends, people from uni, and hopefully some YouTubers. I'd love to get some YouTubers on. I'm going to see if I missed any questions. I'm looking through the chat now. Dylan says De Gea will sign a new contract, 350k a week. Thoughts? Perfect. That's what we need. De Gea to get a new contract. Give him the money he wants. Give him the money he deserves. He's the best keeper in the world, and we're lucky to have him at Man United. He's been one of the players that's been keeping us from dipping below 6th place and worse. A conspiracy podcast will be awesome. Do you know what, mate? For sure. I'll make that happen. JS8 is saying, how much was your PC? Over 800, 900. Close to 1,000 if I'm being honest. Bro, England won the World Cup, says Anuj. Okay. That's a bit random. Dylan says this will get a lot of hits. I hope so. Yeah, my PC cost me a lot of money, but I built it myself. If I actually bought this PC in a shop, like PC World, I'd spend double the price. What are the specs? So my PC specs are Ryzen 5 1600 paired up with 32 gigabytes of RAM. Normal computers have 4 gigabytes, maybe 8. I've got 32. And I have a 1060 6GB graphics card with an SSD and an Elgato and a really good motherboard. Cricket World Cup. England won the Cricket World Cup. Good for you, Anuj. I don't really care about cricket personally, sorry, but good for England. I know India are really good and they're usually the favourites, but good on England, bro. Josie says that's so cheap. Can I donate to you for an expensive PC? Yeah, sure. Ace says Spanish turtles building houses in Dubai when Albert Einstein still loves penguins. I don't know what you're on about, mate. People love podcasts. You know what? I love podcasts. And I'm really getting good vibes off this. Which country are you from? I'm from Poland, bro. But anyway, going back to the biggest question, Jacob, what do you think about Area 51? Okay, perfect. The raid on Area 51. I love the memes. But I feel like some people are taking this seriously. And over 400,000 people said they're going. And this meme has reached millions of people. Tens of millions probably, right? And over 400,000 people clicked I'm going on Facebook. And obviously, we're not going to have 400,000 people show up in the Nevada desert. But I feel like 10, 20, 30, maybe 100, maybe more than 100. There's still 2 months till they go, and I feel like some people will just go there, probably for the bands, like meet up, like, oh, yo, we're gonna see the aliens, ha ha ha. Hey, do you wanna go for a pint? Yeah, let's go. But if, I mean, you gotta think about it from two ways. Because can you imagine what the government is thinking? The US government sees that meme, and they see 400,000 people going. They're probably gonna have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in security on that day. They're probably gonna get more patrols, more officers, higher security, just in case someone shows up and takes it seriously, you know? I don't know. I mean, they'd be stupid not to. And obviously it's a meme and it's a joke, but what if people show up? I think it's a precaution they're gonna take. And can you imagine a meme costing the US government hundreds of thousands of dollars to increase security at Area 51 because 400,000 people are trolling that they're going to raid aliens? And I find that pretty funny, but then again, I'd love to go. I'd love to go and see what's going on. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories regarding Area 51. There's Bob Lazar, James Lazar, I can't remember his name. Mr. Lazar, anyway, that's his surname. He used to work at Area 51, and he's been talking about working on alien technology like weapons and spacecrafts, and I'm not going to get into it. Joe Rogan had a really good podcast on that, so I recommend you check that out. But I'd like to talk about that at one point. So I like the meme, but then again, some people are just going to show up for the bants, some people aren't going to show up. I don't expect a lot of people showing up, but then again, the memes are funny, the idea is quite crazy, but I don't want to go in too far because I've already seen other kinds of like meetups planned on Facebook, like I don't even know. Let's change topic because I'm going to get off topic too easily. Where's the donation link? I'll use my mum's card behind her back. Oh, you can't do that, Josie. I'm not going to let you use your mum's card behind your back. Come on, bro. Have you seen the Bob Lazar? It is Bob Lazar. So basically, there's a Bob Lazar documentary on Netflix. I haven't seen it, but I've seen Joe Rogan's full 2-3 hour podcast on it. And from what I heard, Joe Rogan covered the podcast better than Bob Lazar, than the Bob Lazar documentary. I just feel like he's really good, and I just feel like he's like Joe Rogan now. I think he's like one of the best podcasters out there. He's so good at keeping the conversation going and getting information and entertainment out of a guest. Laptop or a computer? Personally, computer. I'd say computer. They're usually more powerful, they don't overheat, and you get less problems than you'd get with a laptop. Best way to lose weight. So what I'd recommend from my experience, because I used to be a little chub. Chubster in year 5. I'd start going out more, playing footy. Pretty much every day, every other day I'd go out to play footy with my mates. You'd run around a lot, you'd kick the ball, and you just lose weight by being more active. So, get yourself a hobby, a sport, maybe start going to the gym. And I wouldn't be like a freak, like, oh, I'm only allowed to eat 300 calories today, because I think that's a bit obsessive and a bit unhealthy, because you're literally controlling what you do to the extreme. And it works great for some people, but I wouldn't think that's a good idea. But one diet I could recommend for sure is a low carb diet. If you eat a low amount of carbs or no carbs at all, your organism, your body will resort to burning fat, okay? Which will make you skinnier. So if you eat a lot of carbs, like drinking sugar drinks, or eating bread which has sugar, or chips or whatever, or mac and cheese and macaroni and pasta, if you eat that, you get a lot of carbs out of it, and the body burns the carbs before it goes onto the fat. So you're keeping your fat and your weight. So my parents have gone on a low carb diet, don't eat any carbs at all, and within like 6 weeks they've lost like 5 to 10 kilograms. And yeah. Josie, don't be silly, bro. Don't be silly, man. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions, please drop them below. Give me them questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Come on, we had some really good questions a second ago. But yeah, I haven't seen the Bob Lazar documentary on Netflix. I don't think I'll be watching it because I've already watched the whole 3 hour podcast covered by Joe Rogan, and I think he's done a really good job. I'm not gonna use your mum's credit card, mate. I'm not. It's not a nice thing to do to leak your parents' credit card information. Anyway, should I talk about my night out yesterday? Well, night out. It wasn't a night out, but me and my mate had a nice night. Whatever. What am I talking about? JS8 says Ryzen 3 8 GB of RAM good for 300. Not really. If it has a graphics card, then maybe. But without a graphics card, I don't think that's a good price at all. JS8. Thoughts on Madeleine McCann's disappearance? Damn. I was thinking we'd get more like personal questions, like what's your favorite color? When were you born? What's your hobbies? But we're talking about Madeleine McCann. Sure, I'll get into that as well. I watched some of the documentary on Netflix, and obviously the general public opinion is that, you know, it's been staged. The whole disappearance has been staged. Her mother and her father have set it up, or sold her, or killed her, and I understand where people are coming from because the evidence is lacking. It seems like it's all set up, but from watching parts of the documentary, it seems like the Portuguese police didn't handle the situation well at all. And I think you got to look at it from 2 points of view. Imagine that Madeleine McCann actually got kidnapped and the parents had nothing to do with it. Imagine what they must be going through because they lost their daughter, right? And now they're getting blamed for it. And the way they've been reacting makes it seem like they could have done something. They seem like crazy people. The way they've been acting in public, the things they've been saying, the fact that her mother didn't do a lie detector test and refused to answer questions and avoided contacting the police, and the fact that, you know, one thing for certain though, I think it's really irresponsible for them to leave their kids alone on holiday without locking the door and just leaving kids alone. Like, if you're going on a holiday with their kids, it should be a family holiday. You should be spending time with them. You should be taking care of them. You shouldn't be leaving kids alone because you never know what could happen. There could be a fire. There could be a breaking in. There could be whatever. And I think no matter if they've staged it, no matter if they actually set it up, no matter if they whatever happened, they shouldn't be leaving how old is she? 3, 5, 6? I don't know. Let's be honest. They shouldn't be leaving her alone on a holiday in a foreign country. Nuh-uh. Alrighty, Ace says, when will you stop YouTube? Will it be in the next 10 years? No! Not happening. I'm not stopping YouTube. Do you know what? I'm not stopping YouTube. I'm not giving up on it. I feel like I can do YouTube forever. And that's probably not the case, but I'm not giving up on YouTube. I'm not planning to give up after 2, 4, 10 years. I feel like I'll keep on doing it. And hopefully the channel will evolve. And maybe we'll get more podcasts and better guests and better topics going. This is so good. You're talking about the podcast. Thanks. Jacob is asking, have you watched Stranger Things? I've seen season 1 and 2. I haven't seen season 3 yet, but I want to watch it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I do want to watch it. I just haven't had time for it. Ace says, I don't think Mbappe will be good in 5 years. I have to disagree with you. I think Mbappe will be really good in 5 years. He's one of the best players in the world right now, and he's like 19 or something. Good question about Madeleine McCann now. I don't know what to think about the situation. I'd feel bad because we don't know and I don't want to get it wrong. But then again, it's really stupid and inappropriate and dumb for her parents to go on a holiday and leave her and the 2 babies alone in a room which isn't locked. And I don't know. It seems irresponsible. JS8 says, how do you gain subs? Mate, defying you, I'd have more than 1,500, bro. And we've got the best subs in the world. We've got the best community. Patriot Army is the best army. But mate, you gain subs by making regular, consistent, high-quality content. If you put out a daily video for a year, 2, 3, which is good quality, with a bit of clickbait, you are going to gain subs. And the more you do, the faster you're going to gain subs. But you got to get lucky. There's a lot of luck involved in that. This is better than watching TV. Thank you, man. How old are you? I'm 19. Jake is saying Rangers beat Marseille 4-0. Not an effing clue how though. And I know it's pre-season, means nothing. Well, Marseille lost 2-1 to Accrington Stanley. I think that's the team, right? And then Rangers beat them 4-0. So Marseille have had a really terrible preseason, but then again, that means absolutely nothing. Because preseasons mean nothing. But then again, you have to think to yourself, is the league that bad that a 4th tier English team and a Scottish elite team can beat them quite comfortably? Am I still in school? No, but I'm studying animation in uni. I'll be starting my second year in September. What phone do you own? I have a Sony XZ premium phone. Yeah. I don't look 19, I know. I've been told I look older. Rangers have scored 8 and conceded 0 somehow. Fair play, mate. You look 26, says Dylan. Do I look 26? A lot of people have been telling me I look like 24, 22, 26. And you know what? I don't get ID'd. I'm used to it. I'm happy I look older. It's the beard. It's the beard and the hair. And I'll take it. You know, don't have to get my ID out every time I go out. And I always like looking older and more mature. And I think I'm quite mature for 19. So basically, I was going to talk about something, wasn't I? About my night. Alright, so yesterday, I asked my mate to come over. We were doing a catch-up. I haven't seen him for like a month or 2, 3. We've been arguing. We had a bad argument. We had a fallout, you know. Friends fight all the time. Especially if you're friends with me. I'm stubborn and, you know, I'm stubborn and I can overreact, right? Sure. And my other mate is also stubborn and petty and all that shit. And we had an argument over something stupid, which was influenced by an outside source. So I was annoyed with him, plus I had some stuff going on, and he was annoyed with other stuff going on, and he just took it out on me. That's how I feel personally. But we made up. I hit him up. We were chatting. He's come over yesterday. We had 10 cans of Copperberg, 4 bottles of Kubz, and a bottle of Jägermeister with Red Bull. And we gone through all of that in one night. He's come over around 8, 9 o'clock, maybe a little before that. 7 o'clock I think he's come over actually. And we stayed up till 3:30. We had a good chat and we got wasted. We got absolutely wasted. We've gone through 10 cans, 4 bottles, and a bottle of Jägermeister. So yeah, we had a great night out. We had a great chat. He left like in the morning. Well, actually he left like at 6 p.m, which isn't the morning, but he left today. And my life has been so busy recently. Like, I live alone, right? And shit gets lonely sometimes, but I do YouTube and I see my girlfriend. But besides that, I'm always alone in the house, right? And I have nothing going on, and I wake up, I get out of bed, right? I wake up, I'm like, alright, go into the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, go downstairs, have something to eat, chilling on my phone, watching YouTube, watching some TV, watching Netflix, and I'm doing all that alone. And it sometimes gets to you. When you're 19, you live without your family, which you've been used to seeing every day, you live without your friends and whatever, you can get lonely. And obviously I visit my family every couple of months, half a year. I see my friends, but everyone's busy. Everyone's got a girlfriend, a job, uni, a life. So it's been, you know, lonely sometimes and shitty and all that stuff. And sometimes you just want to sit down and chat to someone, have a drink, eat some food with someone. It's not good being alone all the time. But for the last week, I've never been so busy. Like, I've been doing 2 or 3 streams a day, including videos. I've seen my friend twice in the last 3-4 days. Haven't seen him in months. And got my mate coming over for 2 days tomorrow. He's moving in with me in September, but he's coming over for like 2 days just to, you know, catch up, play some poker, go out of town and whatever. And then after that, right, on the 19th, I'm going to Poland. So I've never had like such a busy, like I'm either doing nothing, right, at all. I've got something really, really big going on. Like, I've got 3 streams on YouTube. I'm going away in a couple of days. I'm seeing my friends every day, and I want to be like, yo, I need a timeout. I want to have that freedom and loneliness for a bit. I want to just be like, yo, sit back, watch some YouTube, be like, oh, do you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna go out, play footy or whatever. But I've been doing something every day, and it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. And the fact that I'm leaving in like 5 days is absolutely tragic. I wish I could stay and do more YouTube videos, but then again, you gotta see your family. You gotta go out sometimes and take a break. Yeah, let's see what everyone's saying. You look 33, and it's like Charlie Adam when he looks 57. Sweet. If you don't fight with your friends, not true friends. That's really true, Dylan. Hi, are you streaming FIFA? No, we're doing a podcast kind of thing. Yo, what's going on, lads? You're good? I know I went on a big tangent there, but I just wanted to tell you what's going on. Like, obviously, I see my friends, I see my girlfriend, I do streams, which keeps me company, but if you live alone and you're not used to it, it is hard sometimes. Hey Sam, sorry I haven't been active recently on holiday. No worries, bro. And do you think... Wait. Do what you think is best for yourself, don't push yourself too far. I know lads, but I treat YouTube seriously. I want to grow the channel. I want to grow the Patriot army. I not only want to do FIFA every day and stream games, I want to move on and do bigger things like podcasts, videos with a meaning, maybe some comedy. And I'm taking these steps, you know, doing some streams, doing a little bit more videos, starting a podcast, and I want to grow into something bigger. And I treat YouTube seriously. And even though I've got 1.5k subs and I make no money off YouTube, I make pennies, I treat it like it's a full-time job, doing 2-3 streams a day. And when I go on holiday, I make my best to record videos, daily videos. Would you do a tour of your whole house? Yes, Jack, I would do a tour. I'm thinking of doing a vlog. What would you give your younger self? Wait, what advice would you give your younger self, says Dylan. I'll get into that in a minute. Jacob is asking, when is your next Pro Club stream? Bro, I'll probably do Pro Clubs tomorrow. Lads, listen now. If you want to do Pro Clubs, let's organize it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow, okay? In the evening. Sam says Patriot Army is the best army. Doesn't matter about the subs. It's the attitude that you... Damn straight, man. That you put into your content. Guys, I really put my best. I really do my best with the channel. And, you know... Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be honest and down to earth with you guys. I'd say I'm a pretty, you know... I'm pretty transparent. And... I say things how they are, and I try to keep you updated with what's going on. Hello, Pro. This is basically a podcast kind of video where you know, I answer your questions and we talk about a topic. I'll play Pro Clubs tomorrow. Perfect. I'll do Pro Clubs tomorrow because I know that you guys are relying on Pro Clubs and you're missing Pro Clubs, and I think tomorrow will be a good day to do some clubs. Even though I'll have a mate coming over, I'll find some time for you boys. Okay, so what advice would I give my younger self? Great question by Dylan. Dylan has been given the best questions so far. Thanks, mate. Man, do you know what? When you're a kid, when you're a teenager, you think you know it all, but you don't. You think you know better than your family, than your friends, than whatever, right? Than your parents. But you really don't. And I guess everyone has that about them. Even if it's a little bit, and even if you respect your parents and whatever, you know, you think you know what's best for you. And what advice would I give to my younger self? I'd tell myself to stop stressing about the future. Just go with the flow, take what life gives you on the chin, and stop worrying. Just, you know, do your best. Keep your head held high, and I'd probably tell myself to keep in touch with more people, keep in contact, because even though you want to have real friends, and it's better to have a couple of real friends than a lot of fake friends, it's good to have people around you. And I feel like I've pushed all the fake people out the way. I was like, you know, you're fake, I don't want you, I don't need you, you're no good to me. But going out and socializing with those fake friends can be nice. And even though I don't enjoy it, I feel like it's good to keep in touch with people from school, from college, from whatever. And I'd probably keep in touch with them as well. Jacob says, I've made a new centre-back playstyle, so I'll play centre-back tomorrow. Sweet. Ace says, I was looking for new people to watch because I got bored of watching Birdie, Nep, and Matt HD Gamer, so that's why I subbed it. Well, I appreciate that, Ace. I really tried to make my content different, original, and entertaining. So hopefully you'll stick around for a bit, mate. Do Roblox, says E6. I'm not gonna do that. You should do one of these on Discord with mods. Do you know what, Sam? That's a banging shout. Do you know what? Podcast with the mods. I love that, bro. I love that. Podcast with the mods or members. And then hopefully get some YouTuber guests on. I'm thinking of 2 people. But yeah. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is good. This is real good. Where is Kubz, says Dylan? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure, mate. I hope he's alright, though. I hope he's alright. Thanks for all the good questions so far, though, lads. You've been smashing it. You know, I'll check if I missed out on any questions. I should have probably been a bit more organised regarding the topic of this conversation. But it's been pretty good, you know. The fact that I'm doing it live is harder because I can't go back and edit things and retake things. Everything is live. My honest opinion is going out without me thinking about it, without me editing it. So you get, you know, the truth, which is pretty good. You get a raw, unfiltered opinion, but then again, it gives me less time to think about things and focus on the questions, which I think is a good thing, and hopefully we'll get used to it. I'm loving the use of the emojis in the chat. Damn straight, members. Member squad. Member Patriot Army squad. I love it. Patriot, you are the best FIFA YouTuber, honestly. Thanks, Jack. I don't know if you mean it, bro, but I hope you do, and I appreciate that. Do you know what? You don't know how much it means when somebody tells you you're a good YouTuber or you're the best YouTuber, because I try so hard and I feel like I don't get rewarded or I don't get appreciated. Do you know what I mean? I do 3 streams a day, which is more than any other YouTuber does. I do 2 to 3 streams a day. I make all the thumbnails and art myself. I do my own channel, you know, thumbnails and channel art. I make all my videos. I edit all my videos. I just feel like I don't get appreciated. YouTube doesn't recommend my videos. YouTube doesn't get me more subs. YouTube doesn't get me a bigger audience. But to hear it from one of my subscribers, you know, from one of you guys to say I'm your favorite YouTuber or I make good YouTube videos, I'm just like, feels good. Thank you. It means a lot. It really means a lot to me. You should be getting paid a couple of $100. Wow. I'd love that, mate, but I don't, do I? I've been pretty honest with how much I get, including all the memberships and super chats. I average about under £5 a week. 4 quid a week, and I do 3 streams a day. I do like 4 to 5 hours minimum on YouTube every day, so 5 times 7, 35 hours for 4 quid. Sam says, well, Jack says it's so true. You're down to earth, which is unlike a lot of streamers, and you deserve hundreds of thousands, not just 1,000 subs. Thanks, bro. Do you know what? We're on our way. We're on our way. We're on a mission to get, do you know what? 10,000. I'll be so happy with 10,000. I'm so grateful for 1,000, bro. I really am. You guys are the best, but smashing 10,000 will be crazy. And you know what, lads? I am going to have to close my window because it's absolutely freezing. Hopefully you don't mind me doing that now. I should probably put this on, but whatever. Let me check that there. If you have any questions, drop me them. You can ask me about my personal life. You can ask me about my situation, about whatever you want. And I'll answer your questions honestly. Look at that merch, lads. Look at the merch. Look at the merch. Wrapping the Patriot merch. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna catch up with all the comments now. I should go and like your vids. Bye. You don't have to go anywhere, bro. What would you rather have, 100 million subs on YouTube or 100 million money in real life? I'd take the 100 million subs, personally. Which would generate me money anyway. And I'd prefer that over I prefer subs over money, yeah. I prefer a larger audience having a bigger reach. Do I like hurling? I don't even know what that is, mate. I don't even know what hurling is. Do I play hurling? Sorry. I've got no clue what it is. It's a sport, right? It looks a bit weird now. I'm looking it up. Okay, Jack is saying... yo, Patriot, you could be doing other stuff than YouTube, but you still grind for us. I do honestly try my best to, you know, make good videos, good live streams, regularly, consistently, and I'm glad some of you guys appreciate that and see it, because it's not always easy. It's not always easy to keep on top of things, and I don't know. It's fun though. It's really fun. You know, I really enjoy it, and you guys know that. You guys know I enjoy making streams and videos. That's why I'm doing. And I enjoy the fact that, you know, other people watch it and find it entertaining. But yeah, I definitely need to get like a grip and have more of a theme for these podcasts. How long are you going to Poland for? Sweet. Good question. I'm going for 10 days. So I'm leaving on the 19th and I'm coming back on the 29th. Would you ever bring your girlfriend on stream? Yeah, she's been on stream before, bro. I do want to make a video of her at some point. And what's your top 3 movies? I love that question. What a class question. There's so many movies I do like. Star Wars, all of them are definitely up there for me. I do like Indiana Jones as well. There's a lot of movies like John Wick I like a lot. You know, you have the Marvel movies which I like. It's hard to pinpoint 3 out of the hundreds of movies I watched. But I'd say Star Wars is up there for me. Indiana Jones is up there for me. Will you ever do an actual PS5 unboxing? Maybe if it comes out, yeah. But yeah, movie-wise, definitely Star Wars, Indiana Jones. And the third one, there's a lot of movies. I do like comedies as well. Yeah, I'd have to make a list of 20 movies if I actually mean it. And Siege is saying, do you live by yourself? I do live by myself, yeah. I live all by myself. I used to live with a mate, but he moved out. Favorite Phil Jones face expression? They're all perfect. All of them are equally perfect. Not gonna lie, Phil Jones is a beautiful man. How can you not love a cheeky bit of Phil? Bradley's asking, will your girlfriend ever be in the streams of vids? Like I said, my girlfriend made an appearance in a stream before, and I do want to make a video or a stream of her, so yes, to answer the question, yeah. Who do you think will win Ballon d'Or? It's hard to predict who will win it. I think Ronaldo should win it. He's won the Serie A. He's been the best player in the Serie A. He's also been like, what? Is he the top scorer in the UCL? I'm not sure. But he's won top scorer. No, sorry. He's won the best player in Serie A, plus he's won the title. He's won player of the UCL, I think. I don't even know. Do you know what? I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not prepared. Ronaldo's gonna win it, and he should win it. I feel like individually he's had a great season. Obviously, Juventus aren't good enough to challenge for a Champions League, but he's been incredible. You know. Single-handedly got them through against Atletico with 3 goals. I think he got top scorer of UCL, says Dylan. I think he was. When are you fighting KSI? Whenever he replies. How would you get the money to live by yourself? Drugs. I don't actually do drugs. I had money saved up on uni money and all that. See you, Sam. But yeah, I think Ronaldo should win it because he's won the best player in the Serie A. He's won the league with Juventus. He's had a great campaign in the UCL as well as winning the Nations League. So he's won an international trophy. He's won a domestic trophy. He's done exceptionally well in the UCL, and I think by those standards alone, he should win it. Van Dijk favourites to win the Ballon d'Or, says Dylan. Yeah, I've heard Van Dijk is up there. Alisson, Messi, Ronaldo, all that. Which is interesting. I think Ronaldo should win it personally. He should have won it last year as well. Obviously, Modric won it. And I can't see Messi winning it. People saying Messi will win it. Why? How? He's not done any better in the UCL than Ronaldo at all. He hasn't won the Copa America, and he hasn't done well at all in the Copa America. He hasn't scored a single goal in the Copa America. He hasn't done well in the UCL. Sure, he scored a banning goal against Liverpool, but he hasn't done as good as Ronaldo's performance and goal-wise. And he's won the La Liga. That's about it. While Ronaldo has more personally, individually, and club level, club-wise. Jacob says, I think Van Dijk should win it. Fair enough. Jack says, I think Trent Alexander-Arnold will win it. Okay, interesting. A lot of Liverpool players being chucked in there, but then again, they did win the UCL. It's a good shout, and it's a possibility. Of course it's a possibility. Liverpool's front three are all in top 5. No. Not true. Impossible. Because that would mean Alisson would be in there as well, and Van Dijk. So if you have Liverpool's top 3 and top 5, as well as Alisson and Van Dijk, that's all 5 Liverpool players, which I don't see happening, bro. I just don't see it happening, obviously. Jacob says Mustafi should win it. Damn straight. Origi, Mane and Salah in top 5. No. Definitely not. Mane best out of them 3. Best odds in my opinion, sure thing. Dylan says, I don't think Alisson is in it. I can't see a keeper winning. I know, but then again, he's had an exceptional season and he's had the most clean sheets in the Prem, plus the Copa America, plus the UCL. So yeah, fair play to him. Fair play to him. Oh, I do in a 24-hour stream soon. Probably when I'm back. Probably in August. I can't see my... do you know what? I'll do a 10-hour stream in August. Don't know about a 24-hour stream, but I'll do a 10 or 12-hour stream in August, yeah. Probably for charity or something, yeah. I want to do it, but I can't now because I'm seeing my mate for like the next 2 or 3 days. So I won't have a lot of time to do streams. I'll probably do at least 1 stream a day. Hopefully me and him will get like a cool video sorted out, which is sweet. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the whole new podcast thing. I definitely want to get the mods and members involved as guests, as well as hopefully 2 special guest YouTubers, which I'm talking about right now. I'm not going to say who it is just in case they don't want to come on or they can't come on, but yeah, got 2 people in mind. Thoughts on racism in football? Obviously, I think that every sane person has the same stance on racism. I don't think any normal person supports any form of racism, oppressing a group of people based on their race. It's just wrong, you know. Discriminating and picking someone on that fact regard judging them by the colour of the skin isn't alright. And it goes both ways, obviously. And I don't think there is a big problem with racism in football, but it still happens, which is not good enough. It should have never been a thing, and it still shouldn't be a thing. I reckon that every footballer should be treated the same, disregarding, doesn't matter what colour skin they are. Obviously they're footballers, they're professionals, and you can have your opinions and thoughts on a footballer, but that should be based on their personality or how well they play and how they perform. It just doesn't make sense to me. Dylan says he thinks it's a disgrace and they should get a huge fine for it. Yeah, for sure. We've heard stories of it coming from Italy, where black footballers have been either booed off or, racially abused, and it's not right. I don't think anyone actually stands for it, and I think it's such a small minority which ruins it for the rest and makes it look worse than it is, and it's not right. And I reckon they should be banned from games, and nobody should be ever bullied or harassed for the colour of their skin, their ethnicity, their country, race, gender. That's my stance. That's my stance on it. Yeah, it's definitely not right throwing bananas at someone. Why would you do that? It's just not nice. And I don't understand the motive behind it. I really don't. I don't think any. It's hard to imagine what it's like and why it still happens. But yeah, footballers being called names, anyone being called names or being bullied based on their race isn't nice. No, it's wrong. We all know it's wrong, and it shouldn't be accepted. It happens a lot in Serie A, says Dylan. Well, we hear about it the most from Serie A. I think it's non-existent in the Premier League, if I'm being honest. I can't remember hearing or seeing any incidents regarding racism in football. And good, it should be that way. It should be that way, as you all are aware. We don't want none of that. We don't have room for racism in football, do we? I think that's a pretty solid stance, though. I think that's a pretty common stance, if I'm being completely 100% honest. Go on, lads, hit me up with some more questions before we go. We've been live for just over an hour, which is not bad. First episode of Not a Podcast, which is a podcast technically. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if there's anything you want to know, and I'll answer your questions. Favorite ever soccer player? It's hard to pick my favorite ever, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to say Ronaldo or Rooney. Both great players, both ex-Man United players and legends of the club. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to say. One of those two. And I've seen them play as well. I grew up watching them play, and I think those two are up there for me. With Lewandowski, those three are up there for me for sure. And if we're talking about other players from the past, you have the likes of George Best, who's world class, and I respect him. I think he's one of the best ever. Eric Cantona, who was one of my personal favourites. The goals he scored are so crazy. And Dylan's hit me up with a great question. Scariest thing ever happened to you? What's the scariest thing that ever happened to me? I had a lot of scary things happen to me, actually. First thing that comes to mind. I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to think of the best story I can think of. We have two good questions. Funniest thing that happened to me and scariest thing that happened to me. Give me a second. Worst injury that I had was probably my thumb breaking. I've got a broken thumb. Besides that, I haven't had any serious injuries. Twisted an ankle, sprained an ankle, all that stuff, yeah. Haven't broken any bones apart from my thumb. scariest thing, okay, one of the scariest things that ever happened to me, I almost got hit by a bus, and by almost, I mean I could have died. I was crossing the road in Poland on holiday, and my mum, my sister crossed like a couple of meters in front of me. I'm following them behind. I check both sides of the street because, you know, that's what you gotta do. You gotta check left, right, see if anyone's coming. I'm crossing the road, right, doing my thing, and I see my mom turning around in slow motion, and she's like calling my name, and I turn to the right. I look around, I see a bus just going at me, and it's slow motion, but it's going really fast, and she just grabs me and pulls me over, and I get pulled over, and I can literally feel like air swish past me, like the bus is literally making contact with me. It didn't hit me, but I can feel the pressure and the wind, and I was looking at the bus at the time, going past, and it was all in slow motion. I see my life flash before my eyes. I literally thought I was dead, and I could have died. And my mum said, I think my mum saved my life then. And I reckon the bus was going too fast, and I don't know why it sped up seeing me crossing the road. But it was scary at the time. Looking back on it, it wasn't. But I've also had another incident, right? I was sleeping in my bed, in my house, normal night, and I wake up, laying in my bed. I'm laying back, right? I look up, and I feel two hands pushing on my neck, on my throat, right? Trying to strangle me. I lose my breath. I'm suffocating, like proper suffocating, right? And I'm laying there, and then I open my eyes, I wake up, sit up, and no one's there. It was like I felt I was being choked by a ghost, and I think it felt so real. It felt like I could feel hands on my neck, right? Obviously it didn't happen, must have been a dream, but I felt that I literally was out of breath. So that was scary, spooky, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, but that was so scary. And I had some other incidents, you know, which was scary in a different way, like, you know, my friend moving out. It wasn't a nightmare, mate. It felt too real. And Jacob is saying funniest thing that happened to me. A lot of funny things happened to me. I'd say I'm a funny person, and I attract and I make the most out of the situation. So if something happens and it's moderately funny, I'll do my best to make it hilarious. So what's the funniest thing that ever happened to me? I don't know. I can't think of anything on the top of my head. Hello, Ethan. Ice cream truck is back, baby. Why did your friend move out? See, I don't like talking about it because obviously he's not here to give his side of the story. And even though I'm going to be as honest as I can and unbiased, and I can only talk about my side of things, and I don't want to talk about people behind the back. But then again, you've got no clue who he is. You don't know me. You don't know him. I mean, you kind of know me, but you don't know that part of me, and you don't know him. So I guess I'll talk about it without mentioning any names. Nobody that I know personally is watching right now, so I'll talk about it a little bit. But basically, me and my mate always wanted to move out. We were 16 in sixth form, and we were planning it, you know, getting a house, renting in between us, you know, getting a job or going to uni or college and moving in together at 16, 17. And at 18, right, I was thinking of moving out to Scotland for uni. I got accepted to a couple of unis in Scotland, whatever, but I decided to stay in the UK, in Wales, in Swansea, and I took up my offer in Swansea at University of Wales, Trinity St David, where I'm studying right now. And my parents moved out to Scotland, and I stayed behind in my house. So I'm living in a 3-bedroom house by myself, and my friend moved in with me because he wanted to, you know, he wanted to be independent. He was working part-time as well as doing college. I was working part-time as well doing uni. And we were living together fine. We'd see each other every day. He'd be busy with work and college, I'd be busy with work and uni and whatever. And I'd have a bit more free time with him because, you know, uni was just starting off. And at one point, right, he goes on holiday without me to Greece, spends like 600 quid on it, maybe a bit less, maybe 300, I can't remember. I don't want to get this wrong. And on holiday, right, he drops me a message being like, fuck you, I'm moving out, I'm spending all my money on rent, this is too expensive. And even though he wanted to move out, he wanted to move out with me, to live with me, right? He was like, oh yeah, I don't want this anymore. I prefer to, you know, not pay rent and earn money from work for myself and not spend money on rent. And he, you know, he in my opinion, he wasted money on takeaways every day and alcohol and shit that wasn't necessary, while I'd buy food which I'd make myself, which allowed me to spend more money on myself and not struggle financially. But he wasn't dealing with money really well, and while he went on holiday, he was just like, screw you, I'm moving out. And I literally thought to myself, dude, what's going on? He's my best friend, I've done nothing wrong. And he just told me he's moving out like that, you know? I'm going to be alone, I'm going to have to pay all the rent myself. How will I live alone, you know? How will I manage to pay 400 quid rent by myself? Or how, it was more than that. 400 quid plus rent, plus gas, bills, electric. You know, I'm going to be all alone, all by myself. My friend backstabbed me. I've got nobody but my girlfriend now, and my family are living in Scotland. So, he moved out. We're good now. We're made up. I can understand why he felt frustrated. He couldn't manage his money well. He felt like all of his money was going on rent. And we're okay now. We're okay now. So he moved back with his dad, yeah. He moved back with his dad, which ended up being worse for him than living with me. But anyway, Jack says, your favourite place to go on holidays other than Poland and Scotland? Well, I do like going to Scotland. I do like going to Poland. I like going to Germany. I'm going to Spain in September, so yeah. First time ever going to Spain. Hello, Rosie. How are you, bro? So yeah, he moved out because of that reason, my friend, and I felt really hurt by it personally. I don't think it was personal, but he made it personal, and I felt a bit personal. Anyway, Maguire is in Manchester tomorrow to complete medical. That's good news for Man United. Yo, LFC, how you doing? I'm good, thank you, Rosie. We're doing a podcast, so if you have any questions for me, drop them in the chat. Why was it worse off with his dad than you? Well, on paper, right, he was like, oh yeah, I'll move in with my dad. I won't have to pay rent. I won't have to pay bills. I'll keep all the money I'm taking in. I'll have more time for college, and I think he ended up it ended up being worse for him living with his dad for personal reasons, which I won't get into. I'm not saying this person's name, and you guys don't know who he is, obviously, but I don't want to get into it because it's not my story to tell, and I don't want to be disrespectful. What's the worst fight you got in with your friend? Me and my friends had a lot of fights, personally, honestly. I don't take shit, you know. I'm an honest, straight up guy, down to earth. And if somebody's trying to bullshit me, I don't take shit, and I just tell things how they are. And people don't like that, you know. People don't like that. But yeah, me and my friend are good, you know. We made up. We're totally fine now. And even though he hasn't treated me fairly, in my opinion, he's apologized for it, and he's been okay about it. And I'm not going to hold a grudge for a lifetime. And even though I was in a bad situation for a while, I am having my friend from uni move in, and I might have another person move in. So yeah, it is an interesting story, you know. I literally was living alone for like half a year, maybe more, which is crazy, you know. I'm not a big fan of living alone. Any more questions, anyone? If you have any more questions, be sure to drop them before I go off, because we don't want to end the stream just yet, do we? Even though you've been live for over an hour. Good luck, man, for tomorrow. Thanks. Will you ask your girlfriend to move in with you soon? No. We're both studying in uni, you know. We don't have a reason to move in yet. You know, we're not starting a family or nothing. Look, you know, it's not as simple as having my girlfriend move in like that, you know. It really isn't. If it was, it would have happened. But it's not as simple. She's living with a family. She's got a good family. I like her family. They're great. Honestly, they really are. And, yeah. That's pretty much why. That's pretty much why. Good question, though. Good question. You know, obviously I thought about it, I talked about it, and I don't think it'd be the best option if you did right now, because we're both pretty young, and you know, yeah. My girlfriend is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, mate. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I have. I have been in a physical fight. I'm loving the questions, by the way. Next podcast, though, hopefully we'll have a guest on. It might be with the mods, and we might have a theme for it. Thoughts on mental health? What do you mean? My personal mental health in general, depression, how mental health affects people? Because it's a large topic, mate. I never lost the fight. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you think about bullying? Bullying is horrible, and it just is horrible, and it's a big problem. And the fact that bullying still happens in schools and outside of schools and in college or sixth form or uni or outside on the streets, it's horrible. Because personally, I've experienced really bad bullying. I'm not gonna get into it, but I have. And it's not a nice feeling, you know. It's really hard to put up with bullying, getting discriminated against because you're different, and getting picked on. And it's not right, and I can't believe it's such a big factor, and that teachers or parents or kids can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? It's really bad. It's really bad, and I think it affects everyone the same way. Obviously, if you're a cool kid, you won't get bullied, you know. And I know people who got bullied badly, and I got bullied pretty badly at one point. I don't think I'll be getting into it too much, but maybe it's something I should talk about and open up about. And it's not an easy topic, though. It's really not an easy topic to talk about for me, personally. Dylan says mental health in general. Okay, I'm going to talk about mental health as well. You never know what people are going through behind closed doors. You know, you never know. You think somebody's having a perfect life, you're like, oh, you know, I have it so bad, but they probably have it worse than you. Some people have it way worse than you, and you may think everything is bad and personally feel crap and hurt, but everyone's going through something. You know, you got to understand that nobody's perfect. People make their life seem perfect on social media, which gets depressing, and you're like, oh my god, they have it so good, I wish I had that. But in reality, you might have it even better than they know. They do. So yeah, you never know. And you know, mental health is a very serious problem. A lot of people are struggling with depression, anxiety, and I don't think social media is affecting it in a good way at all. Patriot, how do you get along with the mods? The mods are great. I love all of them. Yeah, I always used to listen to people, but now I don't care what people think of me. Yeah, I used to get like verbally and physically bullied. Though it was horrible. What do you think of Brexit? Well, it's a controversial topic, I guess. It's a controversial topic. Personally, the UK have voted Brexit. That's a fact. Brexit was meant to happen a month, 2 months ago. Hasn't happened yet. The politicians in this country haven't done a good job making it happen. They haven't gotten a good deal, and we are, you know, the UK is still in the European Union. And I reckon that the UK should respect the people's vote, since people did vote Brexit. You know, this is the democracy. If you go against the vote, you're doing a dictatorship. You know, you're not allowing the people to decide. And I don't think that Brexit has to be a negative thing for the UK. I'm not worried about Brexit. I'm Polish. I've been living here for years now. I'm a British citizen, and I think people are getting too worried and stressed and panicked about Brexit, personally. I don't think people should worry about it that much, and that's my thoughts on it. I'm not going to get into too much detail. Do you know what I mean, lads? Do you know what I mean? people always make the worst out of a situation, like, you know, end of the world, Brexit, end of the world, Trump, end of the world, whatever, end of the world. And is it really though? What has changed? Nothing. And even though I felt a bit under pressure and stressed about it, you know, because I was looking into like me getting a passport, because I can, a British passport and all that, but whatever. Dylan says, I think mental health doesn't get enough talk now and more people go through it. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to answer that question just because, you know, what's the point? Why? You don't need to know that, lads. Do you know what I mean? Some questions aren't for you to know. Oops. Episode 1 of the podcast has been a success. Thank you, Dylan. Verified by Dylan. Indeed a success. Let's go. I love that. I'm glad we've been accepted. Patriot, what about the deer? What do you mean, deer? Anyway, lads, go on. Last question. Bang. Let's end the stream with a bang. Last question. I'm going to work on more podcasts in the future, so don't worry. I'll get them done for you. I'll get more podcasts done for you. Don't you worry about that, lads. Will you ever shave your beard? I shaved it in the past. I'll probably shave it again, yeah. What is your top 3 favorite drinks and things to eat? Great question. I love that. Okay, alcoholic wise, I do like whiskey a lot. I will whiskey with Coke, whiskey by itself. I do like gin, especially gin with tonic. And I do like a cider. Non-alcoholic orange juice, Pepsi and Mountain Dew, and a Red Bull. And then food wise, I do like, you know, pizza, kebabs, and chips. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Not a Podcast. I'll be doing another one in the future, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have, make sure you drop that like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all next time, and have a good evening, y'all.